Silent Servant. He was an American techno DJ and music producer. He was born in Central America. He was brought up in Los Angeles, where he grew up listening to The Smiths, The Cure, New Order, My Bloody Valentine, and Sonic Youth, and started DJing at the age of 16. In 1999, he made contact with Regis, the founder of the Birmingham-based Downwards Records label, becoming a member of Regis's Sandwell District Collective, with whom he released a series of singles throughout the 2000s. Mendez acted as Sandwell District's art director. Silent Servant died on 19th of January 2024. Cause of death has not yet been confirmed. Kay Bernstein. He was a German entrepreneur, president of Hertha BSC. He was a former hardcore Hertha Ultra with no prior managerial experience, was surprisingly elected president in June 2022 when the club was reeling from years of mismanagement and boardroom turmoil. He was born on 1980. He died on 16th of January 2024 at the age of 43. The cause of his death was reported as a suspected heart attack. The Soft Moon. He was an American musician, singer, record producer, songwriter, and composer. Vasquez served as the lead vocalist, multi-instrumentalist, songwriter, and sole official member of the Soft Moon, which he founded in 2009. At the age of 12, he and his family relocated to a small desert town called Victorville, California, where he showed an aptitude toward music and began playing guitar. At the age of 15 years, inspired by such bands as Bad Brains, Fugazi, Descendants, and Minor Threat, Vasquez formed his first punk rock band and stated, "I had to forge my mother's signature in order to play 18 and over clubs and ask for permission to stay the night at a friend's house." Vasquez played in several punk rock bands throughout his teens, worked several odd jobs. In 2012, the Soft Moon released its second album, Zeros. In 2014, Vasquez relocated to Berlin, Germany, where he began working on his fourth album, Criminal. He died on 19th of January 2024. The cause of death was determined to be acute fentanyl intoxication. Héctor Bidonde. He was an Argentine actor and stage director. He was accepted in the Buenos Aires Province Comedy in 1964 and performed extensively in the theater before being offered his first film role in Mario David's La Rabona, 1978. Numerous supporting roles followed, among them as that of an unhappily married husband in Maria Luisa Bemberg's Momentos, 1981, and of a hardline chief of police in Roberto Denis' Luna Caliente, 1985. His roles for director Hector Olivera as the scheming Suprino in Funny Dirty Little War, 1983, and as Dr. Falcone, the father of a student abducted by the police in the fact-based Night of the Pencils, 1986, made him prominent in Argentine film. Bidonde was elected to the legislature of the city of Buenos Aires in 2003 and was Socialist Workers' Movement candidate Vilma Ripoll's running mate for the 2007 presidential election. He was born on 2nd of March, 1937. He died on 19th of January, 2024, at the age of 86. Cause of death is unknown. Pluto Shervington. He was a reggae musician, singer, engineer, and producer. Shervington began his career in the early 1970s as a member of the show band Tomorrow's Children. Shervington also scored as a producer, overseeing the creation of the 1975 song Hooray Festival, performed by Roman Stewart, and Midnight Rider by Paul Davidson, which peaked at number 10 in the UK singles chart in December 1975. He was born on 13th of August 1950. He died on 19th of January 2024 at the age of 73. Cause of death is unknown. Nerine Virgin. She was a Canadian journalist, actress, educator, author, and television host, best known for her role on the children's television series Today's Special. She worked as the weather and community reporter for CBOT, the local CBC television station in Ottawa, in the late 1980s. She then worked at CTV station CFTO in Toronto as the host of Eye on Toronto, co-host for the entertainment show Showbuzz, and a host on CTV's annual Miracle Network telethon for the Hospital for Sick Children. In 1996, Virgin became the host for the daily national current affairs show Coast to Coast for CBC News World in Calgary, Alberta. She returned to Toronto as the anchor to launch the national weekend newscast Saturday Report for CBC television. She was born on 27th of December 1946. She died on 15th of January 2024 at the age of 77. Mary Weiss. She was an American singer, best known as the lead singer of the Shangri-Las in the 1960s. She then vanished from the music scene for decades, returning in 2007 to record her first solo album with Norton Records. She sang in school plays and choirs. She attended her first Everly Brothers concert in 1963 at Freedomland, USA at the age of 14. She later came to New York and occasionally have shows with the Shangri-Las during the 1970s. She performed at different locations in the United States, as well as in Spain and France. She was born on 28th of December 1948 in Queens in New York City, where she grew up with her older sister Betty and her older brother George. She died on 19th of January 2024 at the age of 75. No cause of death has been revealed. Romy Vitug. He was a Filipino photojournalist and cinematographer. He began his career as a photojournalist and a newsreel cameraman before he became a cinematographer for films and television. He was born on 27th of January 1937. He died of blood cancer on 18th of January 2024 at the age of 86. Robert Whitman. He was an American artist best known for his seminal theater pieces of the early 1960s, combining visual and sound images, actors, film, slides, and evocative props in environments of his own making. From the late 1960s on, he worked with new technologies, and his most recent work incorporates cell phones. He was born on 23rd of May, 1935. Whitman died at his home in Warwick, New York on 19th of January, 2024, at the age of 88. Charis Kostopoulos. He was a Greek singer-songwriter, poet, and composer. He started his career in 1975 at the age of 11, playing bouzouki. His albums were released on labels such as RCA Records, Virus Music, and Heaven Music. He was married and had 2 sons. He was born on the 16th of March, 1964. He died on 20th of January, 2024, at the age of 59. He died due to cancer. Iwa Podleś. She was a Polish singer who had an active international career both on the opera stage and in recital. She was known for the agility of her voice and a vocal range which spanned more than 3 octaves. She studied at the Warsaw Academy of Music with Alina Bolichowska. During her studies, she made her stage debut on the chamber stage of the Grand Theatre, Warsaw in 1975. She became known for winning international competitions after her studies, such as in Geneva and Athens in 1977. She performed regularly at opera houses and festivals in Europe and America. In 1984, she appeared at the Aix-en-Provence Festival as Rosina. She was born on 26th of April 1952. Podleś died on 19th of January 2024. At the age of 71, died from natural causes. Marlena Shaw. She was an American jazz, blues, and soul singer. Shaw began her singing career in the 1960s and continued to perform until her death. Her music has often been sampled in hip-hop music and used in television commercials. She was first introduced to music by her uncle Jimmy Burgess, a jazz trumpet player. Shaw began to make singing appearances in jazz clubs whenever she could spare the time. The most notable of these appearances was in 1963 when she worked with jazz trumpeter Howard McGee. Her career took off in 1966 when she landed a gig with the Playboy Club chain in Chicago. She also recorded one of the disco era's biggest hits, a remake of Touch Me in the Morning, also on Columbia Records. In 1982, Marlena recorded the Gary Taylor ballad called Without You in My Life. She was born on the 22nd of September, 1942. She died on 19th of January 2024 at the age of 81. Cause of death is unknown. Francisco Chiazzo. He was an American professional wrestler. He was known for his time with the National Wrestling Alliance, Deep South Wrestling, and brief appearances with the WWE and TNA. Chiazzo began his career on the independent circuit in 1996. On May 25, 2001, he made his NWA Florida debut, losing to Chris Layton. On March 6, 2006, he made his WWE debut, losing to Matt Striker on WWE Heat. He also wrestled Tatanka on March 7, 2006 on WWE Velocity. In 2019, a documentary titled Journeyman was released, documenting his career. He was born on 1975. He died on 20th of January 2024 at the age of 48. He died from congestive heart failure. Norbert Lishi. He was a Czech actor and musician. He was the son of director, actor, and playwright Sasa Lishi. Already at the age of 9, he appeared for the first time on the stage of the Peter Bezruk Theatre in Ostrava. At the age of 19, he accepted a job in the Sumper Theatre. He usually played minor roles in the film. He also worked in the documentary production of the Ostrava studio of Czech television. In the fall of 2016, he won the 20th Jubilee audience poll of Týdeník Rozhlas for the most popular acting performance, Neviditelný herec, for his reading from the novel Butterfly. He was born on 29th of December 1964. He died on 16th of January 2024 at the age of 59. Cause of death is unknown.